Place your heart with mine. Let your sleeping soul take flight. Take me through the night. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Hanging moon in fog. Mist will lead where you belong. Sweep me off my feet. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river. Pinky amber, swirling down.
Welcome back to Your Mom Games live stream of Baldur's Gate 3. If you can hear me, say hello so I know everything is working.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design. We will take the city, every soul made true.
Awesome. Okay, so I have taken the liberty to make sure everybody's wheels are appropriately stocked with different items that I already had in my inventory, but I just made sure that everything was there. And we are just going to proceed right where we left off yesterday here in Balthazar's very icky necrotic laboratory. The next thing that we have to do down here is go to this back room because there's something here that I want to get.
Down.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Oh, no need to apologize. I didn't even notice. Okay, so I'm going to manipulate this mind. This is actually a puzzle. And what I need to do is just find the path without crossing any points. It is not really that hard to do. Let's see. These are all parts of the brain, by the way. The thalamus, the hypothalamus. The, yeah. Fun stuff. Mm-hmm.
Master, welcome. Welcome back, Master. Trying to see what's back there.
You know, very true. Quite unusual. Not something you find very often, thank goodness. You have this illithid relief here with a nautiloid off to the left and a giant illithid and a huge brain and a bunch of illithid drones kneeling in front of the ruler there.
Hurry now.
And something we're calling the waking mind.
For salvation,
And the Blade of Oppressed Souls, which we'll look at really quickly.
the chosen are my heart.
2 to 14 damage, 1d4 psychic is the important part here. Fragments of dead souls are imprisoned in the steel. Angry, powerful, hopeful, or scared, all of them rose up against their illithid masters, and all of them fell to this blade. Now they are trapped forever, forced to aid their oppressors.
Of many hearts, one soul.
I am going to go ahead and send that sword to Lae'zel for later. Now, as I pointed out before, this was Balthazar's laboratory. Creep. He was such a creep. This was his necrotic laboratory.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather.
Same symbol that was on the desk in his office.
I feel glorious.
So the thing that's making her feel glorious is the Resonance Stone. The Resonance Stone gives you and those around you the steeped in bliss condition. Resonance Stones heighten emotion in those who stand within their radius, which is great, unless you shouldn't be blissful for some reason, like you're in combat. So we are going to take that, but we're going to send it to camp. Let me just go to latest.
Well, good feelings never last, I suppose.
We'll pick up the Willing Mind, and we'll pick up the True Mind. And there are rune slates here to read, so let's see what they say. A flash of nautiloids lining a great dark void, one mind with one purpose, moving in concert through the darkness between planes. The design in action before the slave minds rose and ruined it all. A final mournful entry carrying with it a vast hollow feeling of grief. The colony in decline. The elder starving, falling dormant to preserve its strength and lie in wait for some salvation to come. And here are Balthazar's notes. His obvious deficiencies aside, it cannot be denied that young Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the Illithid library was no more than rows of brains swimming in cerebral slop. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within, only to insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own, however, nor in leaving their skull shavings scattered along my workbench.
Baldur's Gate.
So he sounds kind of like a slob, is what I think Balthazar is saying, right? That's what it sounds like to me. I'll just pick these up and sell them. Somebody will definitely buy these for some reason. I don't know why, but waste not, want not. Okay, so we have an eye patch here. Let's look at it. This eye patch looks familiar.
An eye patch. Wonder who it belongs to. Or belonged to.
So that is Mull's eye patch. Remember, she wears an eye patch, and those were the winged creatures that stole her, so I hope she's okay. So here's a note. Forgive me, Father, for I cannot help but admire the chosen of your sworn foe. Enver Gortash's genius will take us far, but fear not. Those of Bane always fall to the same folly. They cannot see the beauty of obliteration. The absolute hoax will garner false love from new slaves, but once I've built a large enough army, I will use our hold upon the absolute slaves to begin this vile world's end. I can see the path through Gortash's brilliant plan. Gortash, Ketheric, and I will seize the Netherese relics that control the crown, and then use the crown to command the Illithid grand design. The dead three, age-old foes, our dire patrons, will be bosom friends for a time. Father, you created me to be the last soul alive. When the time is right and my power is assured, I will slaughter Gortash and Ketheric upon your altar, where I myself hope to die when the world itself is gasping its last. At the end of this all, Father, there will be not a single creature living. Everyone will die. Everyone will die for you. I will make you proud. Note appended at the bottom of the page in a different hand. Ha! Orin was right about her sibling, Balthazar. You know, yeah, it's tough when you leave your skull shavings around. Especially when they're short and wiry and they get into everything. Ugh, just no fun at all. Oh, I'm leaving, but I shouldn't be leaving, sorry. You distracted me with your funny comment. Okay, so now we need to come over here and talk to the slack-skinned head.
Empty vessel, nothing more. Lending voice to elder law.
So here is the Mind Archive interface mentioned in Balthazar's note that Gortash apparently invented. And you can put things into it. So I am going to start with the True Mind, I think. If I can find it. I know I picked it up.
Of many hearts, one.
Here we go. So when you insert something in here, you can talk to that brain through this head.
Every day he comes. Every day for 3 days to ask me how I feel. I want to tell, but I am confused. Which day is it?
It's the first day.
The first, yes. 5 days since he put that thing in my eye, but the first day he came to visit. He says I am the last, that the other subjects have all changed.
It's the second day.
Eye hurts, head hurts. But he says I am past the worst of it, that I won't change like the others. He's given me a place of honor, so he can repeat his miracle and a name. True soul.
It's the third day.
She whispers in my mind. She sings, praise the absolute.
Who is this he you're talking about?
We are his pets. His plan, Lord Gortash.
Tell me about these others.
Separate cells. I never saw them, but when they changed... My head! I can feel them in my head!
Ooh. So now I will put in a different mind. How about the scary one?
Prepare the march. My chosen gather in the...
Shh! This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart.
Smart, right. Use our brains.
Right. You get it. I've been watching, learning. This place is alive. A big thinking thing, and it needs our flesh to grow. I've seen them put corpses in the walls, and they just melt away. So we've got to trick it, see? Make it think we're part of it. That's why the door's only open for... Wait. How did you get in here? Away, slave! They might have taken your mind, but they won't have mine!
She is really an excessively bloody mess. Let me clean her up a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to send those two back to camp. And I suppose you could get her a new body, but it would probably belong to somebody else. Might be an ethical dilemma. So here is the willing mind.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Acoustics are a little off in here. Which is... where, exactly?
I'm not going to tell her where she is. Are you some kind of performer?
Oh, just a serving girl with notions. Till I met Lord Gortash. He heard me singing in Beggar's Rest. Said he needed someone to give voice to lost knowledge. A little over my head, being honest, but the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. Now, I'd best warm up.
Oh, you know, a robot body might work. That would be pretty good. Like the ones in the arcane tower, right? So I'm just gonna tell her no need, I think you got the part. I think you got it.
Truly? And my ma said the singing would come to naught. Thank you, thank you.
So this is the waking mind.
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf. Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with.
The monk-like Githzerai, sibling race to the warrior Githyanki. Their contempt for one another is eclipsed only by their shared hatred of the Illithids.
I'd guess you're no willing guest of the Gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
How did you end up in that vault? Githzerai are supposed to be ultimate warriors.
Warriors of the mind. Oh, there's some physical prowess involved, but the battlefield on which we truly fight the Gate is their own. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
If you want my help, then tell me the truth.
All right, the Gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
So there are two things I can do. I can let the tadpole reach out and consume her mind because it will find it very tasty. Or I can reach out and purge her mind, and that's what I'm going to do, is purge her mind.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment,
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Okay, now I just want to see really quick. I can't remember if Asterion has one
Watch your back.
that I had him carry for me because it was too heavy. Nope, he doesn't have one.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So we just have one more?
The moment comes. The absolute.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
How did you get here?
I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much.
A big spiky snail?
With big wiggly legs.
Time to go back to sleep then. Good night, you.
Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
So now I'm going to send these all back to camp.
Not design.
Yes, each of those mines belonged to somebody at some point, and they were harvested and put in jars as experiments, I suppose. Did I get this off of the Death Shepherd? Hang on one second. Almost didn't get these. So let's go heal, and now we're going to descend even deeper into the bowels of the tower.
Descend, assemble.
What now?
I've got a long road ahead. Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
It senses something, doesn't it? I'll keep my guard up.
Gods, you're beautiful. Us. I still love the sound of that.
The jar heads remind me of Futurama. How about a kiss for luck, Asterion?
How could I say no?
No, you can't, because I'm in control of the game. You should always get a kiss for luck before a big fight. And we are about to have a huge fight.
Delicious.
Okay, let's do a quick save.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Okay, here we go. Yes, well, there you go. That's how it is.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time. And you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Baldur!
And most powerful creatures in existence, enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
Gale, you cannot do this. You cannot condemn us to death.
What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts of my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
Trust me, Gale, we'll find another way.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra.
I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, olderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no! Father!
Now, It's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Okay, so those are the ones in control of the Elder Brain.
The pride of the gate. Toning things down. Lovely day, this. For now. Robes will get dirty.
He's worried that his robes are going to get dirty.
Be very, very quiet.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Okay, let me save. And here we go.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
And what is my place, Ketheric?
Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
You are planning on betraying your allies?
Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
So long as Nightsong's in that cage, Ketheric will keep getting back up.
Oh, look, you thought Nightsong was dead, but she isn't. She isn't. She was just disintegrated and transported. Kind of like, I don't know if you remember at the beginning when they did that. Do you remember the beginning cutscene where they had the nautiloid running through and disintegrating all the citizens in town? They were transporting them to a nautiloid or to the Mind Flayer colony. That's what they were doing. And so they actually just transported her to a new soul cage. Ketheric needs her alive.
At the ready.
Vicious. Just like old times. You damned idiot.
Let's see, I'll give him a potion of speed.
Let's move.
I won't give in.
I'm gonna wait to help her, I think. So those necromites can cast spells, so I'm just going to silence them.
Let's light them up.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Phew. So I want him up here as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, Astarion can't move right now because he is frightened. That's the dreadful aspect that Ketheric casts, so...
This is my time. Fleet of foot.
Ketherick keeps raising up those necromites.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
So I just keep him up here to provide supporting fire if he can reach. Oh, that's too bad. Can't reach. Let's see. Is this better? There we go. Now we've released Aelin. And Gale is almost in position. Ooh boy.
Don't get too close. Forever dauntless.
You don't want your characters too close to Ketherick because he is going to beat the snot out of you, so... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I can't react to it. Oh, shoot. He dominated her. Oh, she's going to start attacking us now. But it only lasts until you kill him, so I just have to kill him, that's all. Aye! Aye! Ooh, shoot. She almost killed me. I am just going to keep him here for now.
Mistra Rill.
Let's start dealing some damage on Ketherick.
No time to waste.
He's looking for me. But he is not gonna find me. Oh no, he found me. He did find me. Oh, blast it. Oh, shoot. Well, don't deal damage on Aelin. Oh, she's... Oh, it snapped her out of it. Good. She killed him. Good. Well, that's not so bad. So I am going to use this arrow, the arrow of Vilmater, because it will prevent him from regaining hit points.
I'm ready. Be quick.
Can I reach him? Yes. So now this is why I put him up here, so that he can provide this sort of support to Gale and just keep Gale safe while Gale deals the damage. I don't know if you noticed that I had Asterion put the warding bond on Tav, and so when she takes damage, so does he. But what it does is it disperses the damage across 2 people so that one doesn't take it all.
Back in your cage!
I'm just going to keep on having him providing supportive fire for Gale.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Death is but a word away. No holding back.
Oh, good. We have him bone chilled, which means he can't recover points. And if you look up at the top, Kethric's life's he's losing a lot of life points, so he's almost there. I'm just going to have her focus on Kethric.
Creator, destroyer.
He's out of Ilmater, so I'll just have him drink his Battle Mage potion. And we'll have him use this for now.
This is my time. Coming through.
Ah, I gotcha. You didn't see that part, huh? That's okay.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Triad help us.
Okay. Well, we're in a little bit of trouble here, right? This seems bad.
No choice but to keep going. No hesitation.
So if you get too close to the Merkel avatar, then you will get bone chilled and you can't recuperate any points. So that's why I have everybody out here on the edges. You want to stay far away. He can also inflict a lot of damage with that scythe. So, scythe, I should say. So you want to be very careful with that.
Most excellent.
No holding back. Here goes nothing.
So when he does Call of the Damned, it pulls you into his zone, which is not where you want to be. You want to get away.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Swift as my feet can carry me.
The lance board is set.
Battle favors the fearless.
Ooh, I really should have healed Gale. I hope I have time to heal him before the next big attack. Oh no! Oh! Oh, he's still alive. Thank goodness.
You cannot take much more.
Mm-mm.
Don't linger.
Oh, he's frightened. He can't move. Shoot.
What path lies before me?
I may be about to lose my Cambion.
Victory's assured.
Blast it, Gale. Ah.
Let's hope there's smoke powder inside.
No smoke powder, Gale. I am so sorry.
Battle favors the fearless.
Oh, man. No, stop calling me! Stop with the Call of the Damned. Oh no, Gale is down. Gale is down. Okay, I've got to get to Gale. I have to get to Gale, but I think that Will is probably the best choice for that. Let's see. Let's see. I have to start doing some damage on him, so I'm gonna throw a bomb.
Let's go.
Oh, he's gonna die if I... He can disengage, though. Okay.
Another fight. Let's go.
Battle favors the fearless.
Does Will have another arrow of transposition? He does. Let's see. I am very close to dying here. Very close. This is a very hard... He's missing a few teeth. You're not impressed? That would have been a good line. You made me snort. No! No, stop it. Stop doing that. You're not supposed to do that so much, buddy. Oh. Everything is going wrong. Of course it is. Ah.
What now?
I can't get him up because he's bone chilled. Drat. What do I do?
Light on my feet.
I mean, phew, I am about dead myself. Let's see. I can't throw a potion to Gale yet. Shoot. Ah, blast.
Blood comes easy these days.
Oh, thank goodness. Whew, I really need Gale in this fight.
Gone with the weave.
Let me bring him back here for a second where he can heal a little bit. Okay, Will, where is your fireball? Here it is. Let's use Will's fireball here. He did not like that. Not at all. Come on, let's rally. Let's do this. Aye! Come on. You better not call the dead us. He's killing Astarion. He's just gonna kill him. Come on, get up. Get up, Dame Aelin. Come on. Somebody help. Somebody. Okay, he's at the point where he's... Okay, I've gotten his life down quite a bit. If I can just keep... Oh, Astarion is dead. Oh, he's dead. Oy, jeez.
Behold the dance of death.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Okay, Gale. It's you, buddy. It's on you. Let's go.
With ease. This is my time.
Will is pulling out that next fireball. Nice. Dying finger of death on who? I can live with that. We can survive that, Will, as long as he doesn't. Whew. Okay. Whew. Do not call it the dead. Do not do it. Don't. Whew. Okay. Oh, there's so many over here.
Survival is all that matters. Into the bloody fray.
All right, we're going to resurrect Astarion. Phew. Okay. We got Astarion revived. That's good.
Swiftly now. The blade will not bend. Here goes nothing.
Yes. Whew. Yes.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed!
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Dead for good. Wow, the chosen of Merc. What a fight!
Ketheric's netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
The transfer
transformation Ketherick underwent was horrifying. So powerful, but so grotesque. There was barely anything of the man left, even before we finished.
So there are some interesting things back here on the back counter. She did kill him a lot. Yes, a whole bunch. So we have, let me just clean her up a little bit. And Astarion.
Can't give up now.
So we have the absolute end. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat of the universe, the resurrection of one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. The grand design. Dictated to Scribe Ianthus by Enver Gortash. The grand design is the Mind Flayers' species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass seromorphosis, giving the Elder Brain in overall command an implacable army of illithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulitharid. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We are going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Illicids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great Illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the grand design is clearly a Banite task. And remember, the Banites worship the god of tyranny, Bane.
But that'll fit in my pack.
There is another note over here that's important. Invitation to Lord Gortash. Lord Gortash, the Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday, the 12th, noon, a luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance? Lord Heer Rillin, Committee Chair. I think you can assume his attendance, yes. He will very much be attending.
Sharp as ever.
Looking ahead.
Everybody's like up and down, up and down.
An Elder Brain. That was the heart of the Absolute?
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it, our enemies are formidable.
How is it you're able to leave the astral prism now?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
Ketheric transformed during the fight. What was that?
I believe you fought and defeated an avatar of Merkel, the god of necromancy. A remarkable feat. Ketheric was Merkel's chosen. I know Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. He is a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are chosen of the dead three.
Chosen of the dead three?
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together, and with those stones and that crown, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese? These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
I didn't come here to fight gods. I just want my parasite removed.
I know. But this is the only way. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
So I'm going to send all of his stuff to camp. There's a crumpled note in his pocket that says, "Papa, I love you. Love from Iz." I suppose Isabel. Okay.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Quite exhausted. A good night's sleep would do me wonders.
What was it like?
I can't
help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
What are you talking about?
The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Back up a little. Why is this crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
So you just want to go shopping?
Book shopping? But yes, their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Let's see. The Absolute's cult has Ravengard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
I'll find you in camp.
And just when things were warming up.
They're just warming up. Mercy.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You've tangled with the Dead Three before.
Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
You want to join me?
Of course. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Good to know.
Don't touch me.
Poor Astarion needs a heal. He is all bruised up.
No one stopped me yet.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
I know foggy fragments of Elton, all tall tales. What was he like?
Gruff and intimidating. But he had the courage of 10 men, and the love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate.
What about you?
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken.
And after Thaniel awakens, well, he's already kind of awake, isn't he?
I don't think there will be an after. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me. So, thank you, my friend. And know that I have no regrets.
My mom lives in the lower city. If those freaks hurt her, I'll turn them inside out.
I'm convinced.
Helen! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
There you are. This is Aelin.
Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
So you are Ketheric Thorm's daughter.
I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise.
Fine. I'll see you at camp.
Very good. We look forward to it.
Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
I'm glad I could help.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
What happened to Oliver exactly? Did Thaniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
So when will the curse actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
What now? You've got what you wanted, after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
This more that you want. What is it?
Not what. Who.
Uh-oh.
But all in due course.
Okay, well, I'm glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
Join me.
Good. Now our roots can deepen. Together.
You'd make a fine fist.
Well, thank you. We just have a few more people to talk to. But it doesn't make sense to stop right here. We'll just finish talking to them. We're almost done.
You did it! You squished Ketheric! I knew you could do it!
Aww.
Even if Moll said you couldn't.
Oh. I found Moll's eye patch.
This is Moll's. Where did you find it?
Somewhere unpleasant, but I didn't see Moll. She's probably safe somewhere.
Of course she is. You hang on to that. I bet Moll will be angry at you for touching her stuff.
Well done putting Ketheric in his place. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Aw. I found Moll's eye patch.
So? It's just Moll's eye patch. She's lost loads of them. That doesn't mean anything. Did you want something, or are you just here to stir?
It's all right. I'm sure Maul will be waiting for you at Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. And we'll definitely feel her wrath if she thinks we ever doubted her.
Okay.
Now you've won, can we go home? Matter says it's not far, and I'm tired.
Aww. I found Maul's eye patch.
What? Where is she?
Calm down. I'm sure she's just dropped it. Maul's fine. I promise.
You think so? Mole is really clever. I hope she finds us again soon.
Back in Last Light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job.
I freed Zevlor down in the colony. I wouldn't be so quick to write him off as dead.
I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
He went his own way. I don't think he could face me or all of you.
The briefest hesitation as Ceres wars with old loyalties and wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Okay.
What was it like in there? In the curse?
Thy hunger denied. Seluna's faithful yet shines. The balance shifts. Thou hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. The dead three unite. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
I'm not sure. Don't all living things?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
You know of these urges. What can you tell me?
Nothing thou dost not already know.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Okay, I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
Thank you for your patience. I know this episode is going a wee bit long.
Says it is one floor down.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
I was taking a little holiday in the Mind Flayer colony.
That
downstairs.
Slimy.
It
Never
was.
mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wulbren.
If I have to hear the name Wulbren one more time.
You'll what? Tie me to a windmill? Enslave me in the Underdark? Smack me upside the head? I assure you, circumstance has beaten you to it. Wulbrin and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
A job like you're describing isn't easy. What makes you think they're serious?
Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with no sense of propriety. That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like a geese, and I overheard them. Like a very devious goose.
It seems like we'll have our hands full in Baldur's Gate.
With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
The way is clear. I owe you an apology.
I kill Ketheric and suddenly we're friends, are we?
In a sense, yes. But that's because I didn't know what you were capable of. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
You were being an arsehole.
Tough, but fair. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand Gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
Yes, geese can be devious. So I'm going to detect his thoughts, or at least try to. Yikes. Almost. Let me try again. Thank you, game. That's better.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
So that's his thoughts, huh? Doing a job without information is a surefire way to get caught. Spill. Yes, I've known some very devious geese in my day.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand Gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Okay, so he and he alone can stop it. He doesn't have a little problem with megalomania, does he?
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I already have allies.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Okay, so he's pretty overconfident. He's got some issues. So let's go to camp. And there's two people we have to talk to here. Really quick, before we end today's stream. Thank you for letting me go a little long, but it just makes sense to finish these up.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How?
It seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him?
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him!
Careful, Karlach. You're burning up.
You bet your ass I am. And I won't stop till that fucker is dead.
She seems really angry about all of that.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
Let's see. Can we talk about the two of us?
I'm all pointy ears, my love.
How about a good night kiss?
How could I say no?
You can't. Yay. This is my reward for killing Merkel's Chosen.
I do rather like that, you know.
All right, that is the end of today's live stream of Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we will see you next time here at Your Mom Games.